God gave you something, a gift, a talent, an ability, and you buried it. Not because you're a bad person, but because you were afraid. And here's what nobody in the church wants to say out loud. Fear is not humility. Hiding what God gave you is not being modest. Jesus called it something else entirely.
Faith plus works
You
equals
25.
success.
Jesus gives a parable. A man goes on a journey. Before he leaves, he gives 3 servants bags of gold. First servant gets 5 bags, goes immediately to work, doubles it. Second servant gets 2 bags, go immediately to work and doubles it. Third servant gets 1 bag, digs a hole, he buries it and walks away. The master comes back. The first 2 servants, he tells them, job well done. Job well done. Faithful with little, now I am putting you in charge of much. Third servant walks up and says, I knew you were a hard man. I was afraid. Here's your bag back. I didn't lose it. And the master calls him something that the church conveniently skips over. He calls him wicked and lazy. Not afraid, not misguided, not struggling, but wicked and lazy. Then he takes that 1 bag and gives it to the servant who already has 10. He who has much, much will be given. And he who has little, even what he has will be taken away. Here's where I have to be honest with you and with myself. I buried my gift for the better parts of my young life simply because I didn't believe in myself. The enemy convinced me through various negative situations and through people who conveyed their personal failures upon my life. I believed as a child that extreme poverty was normal. Quick moment for a testimony. I labored a large majority of my life just to have some money, to keep money in my pocket, just to pay my bills. If only for so long, no real purpose, no real direction. And God brought someone into my life that convinced me to move to Atlanta. Upon moving to Atlanta, it was the first time that I actually experienced wealth and seeing people like me actually having money, and where I'm from, if you have a decent paying job, and when I say decent, what I mean is $50,000 to $60,000 a year, then you're a king or you're a queen where I'm from, But when I moved to Atlanta, I experienced extreme wealth. It reignited the fire. It reignited my abilities to dream. The fire was lit. Before I had told myself I was waiting on God, but God revealed to me that through this relocation that He was always waiting for me. He needed me to believe in me. The gift was already installed. It was preset. The word says, I believe he was speaking to Elijah at the time, or maybe Jeremiah, not moving off the subject, but God told Jeremiah, I knew you before you was in your mother's womb. Matthew 25, here's what the parable actually says, that religion never emphasizes. God already gave you what you need. He already measures it specifically to your capacity. He already trusted you with it, and then he stepped back. He needs you to believe in you. You don't need daily supervision or reassurance or affirmations. What happens next is your decision. God has already put in you everything that you need. And our God believes in what he created. The question is, do you believe in what he created inside of you? Because bearing your gift doesn't protect it. It wastes it. And Jesus said clearly, whatever is not used gets taken and given to someone who will use it. That's not punishment. That's biblical principle. Use your gift and it multiplies. Bury your gift and it diminishes. No exception. Religion will tell you that God is endlessly patient with your fear. And in terms of his love, yes, it's unconditional. Absolutely. But this parable says something totally different about your gifts and your calling. There's a cost to inaction. The servant didn't lose the bag because he was evil. He lost it because he did nothing. He was stagnant. And doing nothing when God has placed something in your hands gives its own kind of answer to God. It says, I do not trust you. I'm afraid. I do not trust in your promise. My message is not to cast judgment, because just like everybody else, I'm just trying to live the best life that I can, do the best works that I can. I'm the least qualified to, to cast judgment. But I am here to speak on what Jesus actually said. And what Jesus actually said is the bag goes to the one who actually produced, the one who actually does something with what they were giving. So I want to leave this open for the comments. I don't have all the answers. None of us do. So maybe you could drop something in the comments that may enlighten me. Question number 1. What gift has God placed in your hands that you haven't buried? Question number 2. Do you think God holds us accountable for unused gifts the same way this parable suggests? Drop it below in the comment section. Faith plus works equals success.